Despite being only 24 years old, Kylian Mbappe is the second highest paid football player in the world, earning an estimated $128 million for the current 2022 to 2023 season, according to Forbes. That is just a little bit more than Lionel Messi, his teammate at PSG, who makes $120 million. After teammate Neymar, Mbappe is among the most expensive signings of all time thanks to his $214 million move to PSG ahead of the 2017-18 season. The 24-year-old Frenchman has already made a name for himself as one of the best in the game, and he will only get better as his net worth was about $82 million in 2018. Besides this, he is also very marketable and has already inked some of the biggest endorsement deals in the industry. So how does the France international spend his millions then? The France star owns a number of luxury cars. A rapid player like Mbappe ought to be able to match his intensity on the field with a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, right? But it turns out that the striker is a little more modest when it comes to cars. When Mbappe first came to prominence as a 19-year-old dominating the World Cup in Russia, he was arguably too young to drive, but that didn't stop him from personalizing some of the vehicles he owns, like the $60,000 Audi S6 Avant, the beefed-up Volkswagen Tiguan SUV, and the all-electric Volkswagen ID.4. More recently, the French striker did spend a lot of money, spending about $80,000 on a luxury Mercedes-Benz GLE and $150,000 on a more opulent Mercedes V-Class. Ferrari 488 Pisto worth $56,500 is his most luxurious vehicle. Mbappe's Pista has a 3.9 liters twin-turbo V8 engine capable of delivering up to 720 horsepower and a lightning-fast top speed of 211 miles per hour. However, he cannot drive them. Whoops. That's correct, according to GQ Italia. Mbappe lacks a driver's license, making it impossible for him to operate any of the posh vehicles in his collection. Instead, he is compelled to use a chauffeur. Mbappe lives in a $4 million flat in Paris. My biggest expense? A nice house. It's important for my family, says Mbappe. In the priciest district of Paris, Mbappe owns a split-level duplex measuring 6,400 square feet. The house contains a Turkish bath, a basketball court, a library, a gym, and 12 bedrooms. Along with a jacuzzi on the deck, it also provides a view of the Eiffel Tower. According to reports, the striker pays more than $40,000 a month for the house where his family also resides. He is reportedly said to own a $10 million residence in Paris and a second family home in Monaco. Fans of Liverpool, Man United, and Real Madrid hope he looks for a home soon in their cities. Mbappe doesn't own a private jet, but he rents the corporate jet Challenger 350 at a reported $7,000/hour to get around the world. Although Mbappe might not have a private jet of his own, the owner of LFC does, and it is believed that the young Frenchman was impressed when the owner took his family on a private flight. According to the French newspaper L'Equipe, Mbappe was deeply impressed by the Reds owner, John W. Henry's personal invitation to fly the player and his family around the south of France in his private jet in 2017. Initially, Mbappe reportedly demanded a private jet as part of his $200 million contract with Paris Saint-Germain, which the club refused. The player also demanded during the negotiations that he be granted 50 hours of club-paid use of a private jet annually. He also loves to travel on luxurious holidays. Kylian Mbappe is renowned for spending time with teammates while on vacation, whether it is with Achraf Hakimi in Morocco or with Karim Benzema in Greece for some R&R. Every summer, Mbappe travels to the US for both business and pleasure. He was recently spotted in the United States for the 2022 NBA Draft and a LAFC game. He also keeps up with fashion trends. One of the most fashionable football players is Mbappe, and apart from spending money on clothing, he also enjoys collecting the newest pairs of sneakers. The football player appeared in an episode of Complex's Sneaker Shopping on YouTube in 2019, during which he went shoe shopping in Los Angeles. After much discussion about footwear, he bought two really rare pairs, worth about $1,225. He also spends on investments/ambassador deals. As part of his ambassador responsibilities, Mbappe made an investment in the French blockchain company Sorare in October 2022. The NFT football startup is worth $4.3 billion. The Frenchman is also the face of Swiss premium watchmaker Hublot. Mbappe once rocked a $93,000 hublet spirit of Big Bang watch with a gold rainbow. Besides that, Mbappe is a brand ambassador for Nike, earning $5 million a year, as well as for Oakley, Deere, PlayStation, and EA Sports. And lastly, apart from all the luxurious holidays and ambassador deals, Kylian Mbappe also spends a considerable amount on charity, and he even runs his own charity. According to British media, Mbappe gave all of his World Cup match fees and bonuses in 2018, estimated to be over $490,000. He did this to support a children's charity. The following year, he contributed $32,000 to help pay for a private search for a missing plane that the late Emiliano Sala, a striker for Nantes, was on when it crashed. According to Goal in 2021, he also made a very significant donation to the Abbé Pierre Foundation, which is a charity that helps people without housing. The charity issued a statement at the time saying, "The foundation offers its most heartfelt thanks to Kylian Mbappe for his kindness and his concern towards those in great precarity. His generosity will make it possible in particular to implement first aid actions, access to water and hygiene for people in very precarious situations, access to food and shelter for homeless people." So what do you think about Mbappe? Let's know your thoughts in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. See you in the next one.